Greetings. So this is the videos from the wilderness survival course I did with Jordan Jonas. And Jordan Jonas was a contestant on the show Alone, where they send out people that have to live alone in the wilderness and survive just with 10 tools they're allowed to bring themselves. And he was a contestant on one of the seasons I saw last year. So I signed up with for a wilderness survival course with him, where he taught us primitive wilderness skills. And it was a 5-day course up in the Idaho Panhandle, right on the border between Idaho and Montana, in the Bitterroot Mountain Range, which is a very remote region, one of the most remote wilderness areas in the country. It was very beautiful, not too high elevation though, so relatively speaking, at least compared to Colorado. So it had a very beautiful area, and we camped up on a mountain ridge all to ourselves. We had our own, each person had their own tent we were given, and we did an awesome horseback ride up there. So I'm going to post a lot of videos from this trip with some of the skills we learned, and this first video clip will just be the horseback ride up there, where we get some fishing rods out of some branches from trees that we're going to make and turn into fishing rods, which is cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like mine extra long.
All right. It's my horse, Tuffy. Getting ready to go. All right. Beautiful cliff. Sharp, jagged rock up there. Stopping to view the mountains. Walked the horses a little bit because there was a hiker with a dog. I'm sure it's safe, So Jordan just let me borrow his knife. Check this thing out. It's got a very sweet handle. This is made of the very dense part of some kind of bark. I can't remember the roots of some tree. It's called the yakut though. It's made by native Russians. This type of knife, it's kind of got a divot in the center. It's very neat. And then kind of on the other side, it's also got kind of a divot here. He said it makes it a lot easier to sharpen, and it's just very lightweight. Really cool knife. So I'm about to cut a maple tree to make a fishing rod. Let's do this. All right. It's definitely not easy to cut this with a knife. Saw would have been better, but we got to cut. Let's hope it's long enough to turn into a fishing rod.
This one will probably work. Work for something. Oh yeah, and we have these over here.
It's actually a good spear.
It's got whip, kind of, but you don't want it to like flop way over. Good.
Sorry.
That looks nice. It's thick.
Flimsy.
That's funny because it's like still just at the top.
Cut this in the top. Looks like you catch a trout though.
I mean, that definitely would. It definitely catch a trout. You might just to lighten it up a bit. You could cut it a foot off or so.
Really pretty in all these trees.
Let's take the bridles off.
This is going to be our lodging in a nice tent up here on a ridge. We're about 7,000 feet. And there's still trees right on the Idaho-Montana border right now.
And he is edible.
They're delicacies.
Marmot.
Yeah, when you're tired of eating rats,